Hi everyone, welcome back to Simply Finance TV. And today we have two guests. We are with Aaron and Larmay Villa. So they are a married couple, and I've actually known them for a couple of years now. There are no other people I could think of to talk about crypto but Aaron and Larmay. So I'd like to introduce you to Aaron and Larmay. So they founded A1pha Trading, and they were also former nurses, and now they've retired as nurses and are living basically kind of an early retirement. So at 28. So hi guys. Welcome to Simply
Hi,
Finance.
Ariel.
Hi.
Thanks for having us here. We appreciate you. Thank you for inviting us.
Well, thank you for agreeing to do this. You know, a lot of people have been asking me about crypto, and I'm really not the best person to ask about that. I mean, though I believe in it, I'm not a crypto expert. So yeah, that's why I wanted to invite you guys. So I guess before we begin, can you tell us more about A1pha Trading?
Yes, for sure. It's actually A1pha Trading and Investing with one instead of the L, right?
Okay.
So it's yes. Well, you can also say A1pha One.
Yeah.
It's also good, but it's mainly focused on cryptocurrency investing and trading. So there's two parts of it. People get that confused at times. People are saying that is investing also trading, but as a matter of fact, it's totally different, right? So that's why I am here to educate people about the investment part of it and the trading part of it.
Okay, cool. So guys, I actually took lessons from Aaron as well. I want to know, and I guess what we could tell our viewers, how did you guys get into it? How long ago did you get into crypto, and how did you get started?
Well, back in 2016, I got introduced on cryptocurrency online. So me and my wife were actually talking about Bitcoin back then. Bitcoin was very popular during that time. So we were like, what is this thing? Is it like a collectible? Is it a form of currency? So it intrigued us, it kind of made us learn more about it. I didn't get to invest in it until a year after. So 2017 is actually the first time I invested in cryptocurrency, like early to mid 2017. And then from there on forward, up until now, we are still actually learning about crypto because it's never ending, learning.
New, yeah.
It's still new, it's still growing,
It's actually funny because in 2016, I thought it was just like a joke, and I was laughing at him because when he started investing, I'm like, oh, okay, haha, it's just probably like something short just for fun. And then I kind of got shocked when he started to get serious about crypto. I was like, what are you doing? I know nothing about this. So then, yeah, that's the start of our journey and his research about crypto as well. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess for our viewers who have been hearing about Bitcoin and other things, who don't really know what it is. I mean, this is Simply Finance. What's the simplest way you could explain crypto or the blockchain?
Okay, so there is no one specific word or sentence that could explain the whole cryptocurrency. So it's really, really broad, right? So let's put it this way. So cryptocurrency is an investment, just like what I mentioned earlier. It's an investment similar to stocks. It can also be traded, like in the stock market. But on top of that, blockchain technology is behind it. So companies, enterprises can make use of that blockchain technology and incorporate it on their businesses, right? Like the smart contracts and everything else behind the blockchain. There's so much to learn, and I don't think this is the time for me to explain all that because it's gonna take us forever. So that's the second thing. Cryptocurrency is really broad. There's so many things that you need to learn about that. This is why A1pha Trading and Investing is here to educate people about that. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And I have so much more to discuss, to be honest, but since we don't have time.
Go to his website, take listen to your mentor. join his master classes. But I think from what you're saying, it's all different aspects now. Gaming,
Yes.
digital art, how we do business. Do you think this is for everyone? Like everyone should get into this because in the next 5-10 years, it's just gonna change the game. Is that your honest belief?
That's a really good question, to be honest. Well, I believe that this should be for everyone. This is not for you today. Like, meaning to say you're too scared to get in today because it's still pretty early. That is okay. But the cryptocurrency is already disrupting like different industries in the whole world, right? So whether you like it or not, cryptocurrencies is going to exist 5 years from now, 10 years from now, all the way up in the future, right? Similar to the internet back in the days. When internet was still first starting, like 1990s, 2000, a lot of these .com were like didn't make it. Like this is when we've heard of the .com bubble, right? So, but after that, companies like Amazon, Google thrive and made it to the top, right? So this is similar to cryptocurrencies. There's about, I believe, 9,000 cryptocurrencies out there, and not all of them are going to make it, to be honest. It's not even regulated yet. So after the regulation, maybe we'll see a lot of cut downs, maybe 90 to 95% of the cryptocurrencies will be gone out of the market. But it's not the end of it, right? So it's just the beginning, to be honest. So early adopters will definitely gain the first hand from investments, from like the money part of it, from the experience, from the learning and all that. So it's good to get in the game, if you don't have to go all in, just get your foot in the door, learn all things crypto, everything that you can learn, and just start from there.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So you don't have to go all in. You don't have to put your life savings or think this will be the answer
Yes.
to all your problems. You just have to learn and also, take it step by step, I guess. So I want to know, like, how has your life changed since you guys started? And we mentioned earlier that you guys actually are retired nurses already at 28. So did you plan this or it just sort of happened along the way?
It actually just kind of happened. Honestly, we didn't think that we had a goal that, we both didn't want to like work as a nurse forever. We wanted to, have more time for ourselves, family, raising our children and stuff like that. And not just like, be working like 12 hours throughout the week and stuff like that. But we were not expecting this to happen this soon. We were actually thinking like, let's give crypto like probably 2 or 3 more years, and then maybe our hard work will pay off. And then everything just kind of happened this year, so it was kind of surprising as well.
Well, there's a little bit of correction with that. I mean, I was expecting that it's going to boom this year. It's just pretty early. My original prediction was mid of this year to end of this year. If you don't know, cryptocurrencies run on 4-year market cycles. So that being said, you already know when the booms and busts is going to happen. When is the bear market going to happen and when the bull market is going to happen. So that being said, we've been preparing for this bull market for the past couple of years. We knew this was gonna happen. We knew we will make life-changing profits, and it was just a matter of time. So during those times, I educated as much people as I could. This is why also I created A1pha Trading and Investing, to educate people, to bring people as many people as I can to the cryptocurrency space.
Oh my God, you didn't know that this happened. I think that's kind of like, that's the dream, right? I mean, even for me, like my plan is I'm not gonna be working because I'm in my 30s. I don't want to work in my 40s anymore. And for you to be able to reach that in just 3 years, about 3 years, right? That's crazy. So
about 4, yeah.
Including this.
Yeah.
About 4. So. Okay, guys, don't get too excited. Like, don't think your lives will change completely.
Yes.
Like, I want you guys to share. Yeah, I want you guys to share also like how like what was your mindset? Because I know you guys you're really into growing yourselves as people beyond crypto. So I mean, what's your mindset? Like, to what do you owe your success? I mean, besides crypto.
Remember back when we first started working, we met with you originally, right? And we were like asking for finance advice because you were in that space.
Yeah.
So early on, like as early as we started working, we knew that we had to make it right because we were young parents and we were just starting our career and we just want to make sure that, we were doing the right thing. So we sought out finance help, like what should we do as early as now? And a lot of the advices were like, oh, invest, blah, blah, blah. And so we did follow those advices. And then as well as just having discipline, like not spending too much, you should live below your means. And even if you have, the means to do so, it doesn't mean that you should go out and splurge or like live lavishly. But for us mainly, I think throughout our journey in the past 4 years, we only invested in like experiences and like ourselves, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, whenever I see your stories and everything, that's why I really wanted to invite you also. It's because I'm really inspired by what you guys achieved. And Aaron told me when we met a couple of months ago, when you told me you guys completely left the medical field, I was like, oh my gosh, they did it. So congrats. Back to crypto, I forgot to ask. Okay, as a viewer, let's say watching us now, and I want to get started. Like, what are your tips on how people could get started on like investing or learning about the crypto market?
First of all, get your foot in the door, invest. You don't have to invest a lot of money to get started, $20 or maybe 500 pesos, how much ever you can invest in just to get in the door. But the most important is to be in the game, because this is the time that you can actually start learning cryptocurrency. This is totally different if you're just watching on the side, because if you're watching on the side, you're not serious. It's totally different when you're experiencing it firsthand. How to buy a coin, how to transfer it, how to store it. Those are the basic things that you need to understand. So you're not going to be able to learn that if you don't educate yourself. First of all, definitely invest in your knowledge, because to be honest, it's not always win in cryptocurrencies. It's very volatile. I don't tell this to a lot of people, but back in 2017, when I was first starting cryptocurrency investing, I lost like 80%, 90% of my investment because I invested blindly, right? So it was like back in 2017 was the last bull run that happened. So end of the year, start of 2018, that's when I actually lost that money. But I didn't stop there. I know that this technology has a bright future, so what I did was I invested in my knowledge. I learned as much as I could, even until now. It's ever growing. There's so much things to learn. I'm glad I did. I'm glad that I stick, because it made us some fortunes, and hopefully I can share more about what happened in the past to other people, for sure.
It was actually difficult back in 2016, 2017, learning about crypto, because there wasn't much information out there. Like there was no courses of like, okay, how do you invest in crypto? Like what the heck is crypto and stuff like that. So it was like pure like deep research or pretty much just experience and stuff like that.
Yes. It's totally different back then.
Yeah.
Right now, you can literally Google everything, even YouTube. There is no reason for you not to learn. All the information is out there. All the free contents are in YouTube. So it's just a matter of if you're going to learn it or not. So it's really up to you. Just to make it clear, we didn't quit our job back in 2020 just because we made so much money in cryptocurrencies. So we started making money in 2019, 2020, but we didn't quit up until we were comfortable to living off of our businesses, our trading and investments, the passive incomes that we have. So please don't quit your job after making money on crypto, because it's not going to be sustainable, what I mean? So it's,
Guys, don't quit your job.
Just a little disclaimer there.
You probably got some people excited. But going back to investing and knowledge, and you really have to study, and there's so much content right now. I guess, as you said, everyone's lucky now. Like there's really no reason not to learn. You're just, I guess, you're lazy if you don't want. Before I close out, I guess, what are your last life tips, or just not necessarily about like money, but just tips for, I guess, the younger ones who are watching us now and aspire to be financially free as like you guys. So what are your tips for them? What should they do? How should they live their lives, basically?
Pretty much work hard. You really need to work
Work hard,
hard.
guys.
And then you need to have some sort of discipline when it comes to your finances. Like you can't just be like enjoying every weekend or buying everything you see just because you see your friends or some influencer using it and stuff like that. So I think it really all comes down to discipline, and then you kind of have to also have like your own goals, like what do you really want out of life, and follow it. Because if you're easily swayed with like what society tells you, then it's kind of difficult to reach those goals that you have. And you should also learn how to enjoy life. I mean, you should take it seriously, but you should learn to explore, like have experiences and memories and stuff like that. I think that's what's important. Yeah.
How about you, Aaron? Last words.
Well, she pretty much summarized everything. But for me, I think the most important thing to be successful is the right mindset. Invest in your mindset, invest in your knowledge, not just cryptocurrencies. Read books, so learn from them. That's the best way you can, understand their experiences, through reading those books that are, public or free in the market, right? So yeah, definitely it all comes down with the knowledge, the proper mindset, and the action, definitely. So it's not just the knowledge. You have to act on everything that you've learned.
Yeah.
And yes, hard work.
I really like what resonated throughout the interview. It was really about growing yourself, growing your knowledge. Like if you get into it, or into any investment, I mean, if it's real estate or any other thing, whatever it is, because you can always make money in like all investments, right? But
Yes.
like be in the game. Like I like what you said, where don't be on the in the sideline. When you get into it, really get into it. We can't expect big results if you're just like dipping and then you walk back and like in out. You really have to commit.
Yes.
Chosen vehicle you've chosen, and to be very clear with your goals. Because with what Larmay mentioned, like when we met back in 2017, they were in a point in their lives where, okay, they're young parents, they need to fix, they want to fix like their future and be on the right path financially. And they were really planning, they were really meeting people and really piecing everything out. You have to be meticulous about it and be clear with your goals. It doesn't just happen. It's not like the lottery. You also have to plan. Can you tell our viewers how they could find you and where they could learn, or what content you give out as well?
So I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you guys about my business, which is A1pha Trading. You can access that through alphatrading.com. Instead of the L on alpha, make it number 1. So A1pha Trading.com. We are also on social media, same A1pha Trading on Instagram. From there, you can direct message us. The website actually is pretty big. Like, the course is going to be there. Consultations is going to be there also. And if you just want to learn, if you want to be on top of the news, I have A1pha News. You can go directly to alphanews.com. Feel free to DM us. Feel free to ask us questions. I'll be gladly to answer all of those. Yeah, the course is actually coming up really, really soon. So for my VIPs, I've given it to them. The actual outcome is not out yet for everybody. Yeah. So only the VIPs right now is actually getting that information, but it will be out to public very, very soon.
Okay, so guys, he has so much content. Even with the A1pha News website, there's actually a lot. When I first saw it, I even asked him, do you write all of this? Because it's a lot, like a lot. So you have no reason not to start if you're curious now. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and welcome back to the Philippines. But yeah,
Thank you too.
Down all your websites and social media links so people can find you. But yeah, I wish you guys more prosperity, and I really love seeing your lives online, and I'm really happy for the two of you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Maria.
Thank you. Oh, and I forgot. So guys, you can If you'd like to know more about Simply Finance, you can go to our website, simplyfinanceph.com, or book a free discovery call as well. Or you could check us out on Instagram at simplyfinanceph. And yeah, thanks again. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.